Things out for the Blue Jays as the leadoff man is the DH. Body had 2 hits in the game, including his 17th home run mark.
21 games this year for Aiken. You can see the earned run average at back to win that one 11-10 and settle in. Enjoy this one.
And win. They rattle off 8 wins in a row. Batting .261, 17 home runs for the season. He takes one inside. It's a ball in the 11 starts. And there's a cutter on the outside corner. Turned 26 on April 1st this year. Changeup down and away.
Against him this year. So that changeup's going to be important for him.
So they took him off the hook. And Springer will draw the leadoff walk.
Now in the outfield, Gutierrez and then Jorge Mateo, Baltimore Orioles. He's had some errors this year, but he has 7 outfield assists.
Yeah, they can build around him for sure. Simeon takes the first pitch. Marcus with another extra base hit. He had a double his base hits. Got 77 of those. Takes a pitch. The umpires have to suggest he thought it was a... This would prove to be the difference. Run inning. Good stop. Mateo backing into the outfield. And
43 now, 101 RBI flying through the zone.
This one up down the right side as Keegan Aiken with 3 in game 1. And he also drew a walk, and he takes the first pitch downstairs.
This ball's not going to blow you away. Change up or off speed against this guy.
Hard hit, but to the third baseman. He will make start in game 2 of this double. He came on as a pinch hitter. He's back at the top of the order tree.
Yeah, a second start of this season. 29th man on this roster, and he's going to get the start. He needs the
first pitch strike to Cedric Mullins. Was issued an intentional walk at first base, open at the time. 2 for the season. 33 doubles, 4 triplers. Nice play by Vlad.
Jets him in up the middle. Kirk behind the plate working with
an inning and a third. Pearson pitch. Iowa.
You would like to turn away from this and catch it in your back.
And at first base, he homered his first time up. He takes a rip at that first pitch. He starts
against the Blue Jays. Game number 1.
There's a changeup. He's put up good numbers over his last 5 games. As it came as a starter in game 3 of the season against the Rays. Foul back on a foul.
They've been pretty consistent saying, you know what, we want it. And here he is in September trying to help the ball club as a starter.
They have swept 1 doubleheader this season. There's a great pitch right on the inside court. And here is Austin Hayes, who led off in game 1 in the absence of Cedric. He did that with a 2-run home run in the Mancini's at first. He got hit by a pitch. The slider that got too much of the plate.
He wanted that thing down and away. And
7th time the Orioles have hit back-to-back home runs. Randall Grichuk's out there in center field. Easy 1 in Baltimore. 32. And they are 7-1 in game win today. Tasker Nansker was 3 for 4. Got his average up to 297. There's off that. He has 9. Out in front of home, Austin wins. The catchers take that changeup. Kirk playing in his 49th game of the season. 4 for the year. 2 RBIs for the catcher. Takes strike 2 right at the top of the zone.
16, very high on their list.
Had a couple of pretty good draft picks lately. And Kirk strikes out on a high. Hit a 2-run home run and drove in a run with a single off the scoreboard in right. That's and he scored the tying run. And there's a grounder. Gutierrez. Recognize that you had to get back to normal life at some point. They all stood on the foul lines as they had a tribute. And it's
putting it, and as I said, better going to happen is there's a base hit and
turned to Orioles in a series starting on Tuesday. Like we were just huddled around the TV in the suite for days. It's First hit of the ball. Everybody in. On the infield, low call
with a fastball that I think surprised him, and that.
Jahmai Jones, the second baseman, did not play in game one. Jones played last night.
Because that's one pitch that he wants to the hitter, probably 1 and 2, so he has to.
And ball is to the right fielder, Hernandez. Jones is Diaz, and I've been impressed, Pat. He's Richie Martin at shortstop. Mateo's in talent.
Time in the Orioles, or excuse me, the Royals organization. Now here is with the Orioles.
1-1 away from Kirk. It'll go back to the backstop and
overcooked that.
This is his second start of the season, third and second. And he walked him to see if there's a flaw in their delivery. Ground ball, Bo backhands, throws on, will go to the third. No scores. And Gleyber Torres had quite a run a couple of years ago. That's a good start to the month. He's got a home run this month, as Hazel mentioned. Routine stayed with it and had a pretty good season. It's all about control. It's a routine. Take it out there every single.
In that, trust. And when you don't trust it, that's when you start tinkering. When you start to become unconscious and you start thinking about it day in and day out. And I think you can do better. You try different things, but it's better not to do that.
Got Kirk on a similar pitch last inning.
All in command to get guys out.
It's his chance to start here in game 2. Home run recently. Very the versatility of actually almost like you have
offensively late in games and help the team with the glove. And he's done a really good job. That ball was called off the plate.
Big hits off the bench as a pinch hitter. These extra guys have done a nice job. Jake Lamb had a 2-run home run of the contribution. Bouncing ball, third baseman.
Got a chance here. Big sacrifice fly, and then
and George Springer, of course, the author of appearances of game 1. And you can tell George games, but now he's back in there, serving as the DH. And he's a threat. Pitchers recognize, know that it's George Springer. He takes another pitch inside. Springer's hatch back out to work the bottom of the third. That long drought to go back to 87. Now the Blue Jays.
So, Cedric Mullins unloads on that 0-2 fastball and sends it out of here.
Switch hitter decided to abandon the.
You know what I would do with him?
Baltimore been hitting the long ball in this series. They had 4 home runs.